The Artificial Podcast Shorts.
Has a very interesting Unreal and Unity. They have a very interesting business model, right?
Very interesting business model. Yep.
Exactly. It's called full source. So you can just get it, build cool stuff, and when you have success, kick back some of that success to
right. I love the business model of Unity and Unreal. I think it's genius and
brilliant.
Really encourages people to build.
Exactly. So I think that one's super interesting, right? And the cool thing is, by the way, all three of these inventions, Mica, Zero Shot Bot, and True Self, they're all in early access. We actually have users upon users like experiencing it, loving it. And actually anyone that wants early access, just hit me up, right? Like, if you want early access, just let me know. But once that's done, right, an Unreal Engine kind of approach where everyone can just jump in and have fun. And then if you do something super special, kick something back to the
say
mission.
thank you by giving us, giving us some of your success as a thank you.
I know, exactly. I love that model too, right?
I do too, because I think, going in like that, people view it as, so essentially it is open source. I'm going to use this to build something super cool. And then of course, the theory behind it is when you are successful, then, it's kind of like that new model of education I've been reading about, where there are some schools where they will front the cost of the education, and then once you get into a job and reach a certain income level, is then when you start paying on the loan. Or
I love that. Honestly, look, I love that model in general, even when it comes to schooling, when it comes to most things, right? And that's the kind of model, you see. If I kind of nerd out about economics a little bit just because it's fascinating. And if you think about the incentive structures, right? Like there's something broken right now when it comes to higher education.
Oh my gosh.
It's so broken, right?
We can do a whole episode on that.
We can do a whole episode on this, but it's it's so obviously broken,
Yeah.
Like, if I and people talk about it somewhat, right? Oh, you have these pools and this resort-style university, right? And it's just about getting students in. When they graduate, it's like, whatever. That doesn't matter, right? So, but when you have that kind of model, this model where it's like, I will be successful only if you are epically successful from what I'm offering you, right? And education is perfect for this. It's almost like all of a sudden, I care about your success after school. After you're done with school. And guess what? You care about your success after you're done with school. So all of a sudden, you're aligned on mission, right? Right now, today, in mass, higher education and students are not aligned in mission, right?
No.
Students want to have a great life after school. The university wants students to pay tuition and has no interest in what happens after school.
Right.
So the thing is, there's a little bit of market pressure to be competitive there because students could evaluate that on their own. And so there's a little bit of a competition on what it means to have a degree from the school and so forth. So there's a little bit of incentive coordination there, but it's just a little bit. And it's not enough to solve the brokenness of what the schools are actually doing, right? And so let's dish out A's and A pluses. It makes it makes the customers happy. Well, let's just focus that funding not on things that improve their education, but on things that will make it more resort style. Well, that's going to bring in more. And so creating that alignment, right, where everyone wins only if the joint mission is achieved, is just economically smart. And it's almost like authentic to the sense of you're going to have to be real about how good you are at what you're saying you should be good at as a university, right?
Right.
So it's a brilliant thing. But what it does is it's disruptive as all get out, right? Because the rankings will change. Like if let's say that was mandated in the US, which would be an insane policy.
Oh my gosh.
Biden. If that was mandated that had to be the way the schools monetize, then our rankings are going to change quickly.
Oh my gosh, right? I can't even imagine. The money's instantly going to shift from fancy buildings and things that bring students into, all right, well, who are the best faculty we can find to make sure that students are successful to get the
That's
best
right.
job possible to create positive human outcomes for
That's
society,
right.
which is what it
That's
should
right.
be.
Yeah, which is what it should be. And that would be such a disruptive leap forward. So the current stat, you see, that's the thing about large societies and large corporations. Like that level of disruption just is going to be what scares people from really doubling through out. So it's a brave thing. The schools that are doing that are courageous and should be lauded for running this experiment, because this could be the preamble of maybe how we fix some of that value proposition and outcome misalignment between the customer and the product producer.
Hey there, artificial podcasters. Nick Myers here just to say don't forget to smash the subscribe button to stay up to date with all of our latest episodes and new content. You can also listen to full episodes of The Artificial Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, and Anchor.fm. If you or someone you know is interested in being a guest on the show, visit us on the web at www.theartificialpodcast.com. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.